I mean, it's her wedding day. She couldn't get her edges done. Like, they look rough. They don't even look good. I don't know why she didn't.
Neither does you getting married after 15 years and 3 kids. That's what's really don't look good. How about we mind the business that pays us? How about that? On today's episode of Why I Hate the Natural Hair Community, we're going to be talking about Miss Simone Olympic Biles. So she gave you 16 million reasons to mind your business, and y'all didn't. So here I am. I wasn't going to make any content till May, but I feel like I needed a read from me right quick. First of all, let's talk about the fact that you need snatched edges for an event. Keyword, let's break down that sentence. Snatched edges for most events. If you keep snatching your edges, they will be snatched. Like, I know that's an oxymoron or something, but if you keep snatching your edges, they will be snatched, okay? As in, gone, deteriorated, no longer, nunca. Okay? So I was like, nothing, okay? Never again. Never will you have edges. I really feel like, I think it's just a long time coming of people feeling like the seal of approval is, sealing your edges. I don't like that this part of the story, which I didn't want to cover because I don't want to give more attention to people who can't spell. But I feel like this part of the story of her whole journey of her relationship, of her getting married, everything is being clouded by this article that went viral about her hair not being done, which, like I said, we're going to get into the point of what does it mean to have your hair be done. I think I'm more irritated because, like I said, right now my edges are what they like to call not snatches, the half wig. Definitely go look at this tutorial that I put out. But I think it's more frustrating, at least for me, the fact that so many people co-sign. I was doing my research and I was looking in the comments. I was waiting for someone to step up and be like, oh, yeah, I need to worry about something else, Everybody came in and was like, everybody came in and they were just like, oh, that's right, she needs to get her hair. I was like, this is not y'all first time doing this. Okay. This is not y'all first time being focused on the wrong things. Like I said earlier in the skit, people stay being worried about the wrong things. They'll go through life and be like, oh my God, I don't know how A, B, and C happened. I was like, y'all worried about the wrong things. Most of the time, whenever I'm behind on my goal, is because I'm worried about the wrong things. And this woman is well decorated, well moisturized, well unbothered by y'all. And y'all went and picked on her natural hair. So let's go into the hairstyle. The hairstyle looks like it's like a loose ponytail. I think it's cute because of the fact that she's not the first person to do a loose ponytail at a wedding. The only difference is that the hair texture, because there's been plenty of times where loose bun, effortless hairstyles are starting to become very normal because, natural, aesthetic, less makeup, smaller lashes, less harsher contouring is starting to take place because people are trying to go for softer, i.e. softer makeup. But I don't think there's anything wrong with her hairstyle. The only thing I would comment on is the fact that how come so many people co-signed this? This article went viral for a reason because so many people co-signed it. I thought it was going to go viral because it was an audacity. It went viral because so many people were saying, yeah, I actually do agree with that. They could have did something different with her hair. I was just me personally, with her personality, she's very much all her hairstyles are simple. I don't see her going in with snatched edges. And then on top of that, let's talk about the fact that we live on Earth, where Earth has this crazy thing called humidity. And for some reason, edge control can never win against this, okay? And I don't know why y'all would think after a long day in the sun that the edges will still be snatched up. Even me with my skills at edge snatching, okay? Even with my skills, honestly, I think I got about maybe 2 jumping jacks before they're gone. And like I said, I mostly take my pictures indoors, inside, and then I go about my business. But it was just such focus on it. And I truly feel the real problem, like I said, I was the real problem or obsession with hair texture. I think that's part of the problem, but I feel when people see you doing so many things right with you, they gotta focus on the wrong piece. Because people's self-defense mechanisms are a little bit more aggressive than others. Yes, I'm going to use my degree for the rest of my life. But I really feel like some people's self-defense mechanisms are stronger than y'all want to think, because in their mindset, they're just like, I can't be vulnerable and say that I'm jealous. I can't be vulnerable and say that I am not, envious of this person's lifestyle. So I must find something. I have to search for something that's wrong with them. I'm trying to say, like, you got to find something that's wrong with them. And I think I'm more irritated. Like, I think I got more irritated with the fact that there were so many co-signers, but I think it was more frustrating to me, at least from my perspective, was that, like, no one sat there and was like, how does she feel about this? Like, this is like being married, it's supposed to be one of, like, the most fulfilling days of your life. And all you can remember is my hairstyle. Like, and I also think there was a little bit of envy there too, because of that, I think her last relationship, don't quote me on this, because I don't really go into people's business like that until it pertains to me. I think her last relationship, I think it was tumultuous in a way. So I feel like in their mindset, it's like, okay, well, she's going to be miserable like me. She's never going to find anybody. So she found somebody who worships the feet worships the floor she walks on, as he should. And they're just like, I want a piece of that. Like, and that brings me to my next point. I really feel like we gotta call a spade, and really put to the forefront that, unfortunately, with how people are, I think we should start sharing less. And it's not that it's not like you hiding from anybody, but I have a theory that people literally need to see what you're up to so they can pray against it. Okay. And there are people who will sit there and be like, oh, I don't want my man hiding me, or I don't want to have to hide my relationship. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying, y'all don't know how envious, you don't know human nature like I do. I have a whole degree that proves that I do. Like, I know human nature, and I've seen the ugliest parts of it. I've seen the most, miraculous parts of it. But with human nature, like, y'all don't understand. Like, people will literally sit there, even with your children too. Like, show your children sparingly, show your relationship sparingly, show your job never. Like, even if it's got to be a piece of the computer, like, just show a piece of the computer. Like, don't show anything, because everybody is just so envious, and then they find other losers, yes, other losers to get together with, and then they form a group, or they form. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, I'm not trying to preach to you, but, like, think about it. They said, if a couple of Christians are together, God is there. You know what I'm trying to say? So a couple of believers are together, God is there. Think about the reverse. A couple of people who are hating on you, who don't like you, something else is there. Okay, so these people band together and they go against you. Because my thing is, like, this really reminded me of when, the whole Blue Ivy situation. I'll never forgive y'all for all 80,000 of people who signed the petition. I'll never forgive you. But with the Blue Ivy situation, I sat there and I was just like, why are they hating on this girl? I was like, oh, I get it. They had to find something, because in people's mind, Beyonce is perfection. She's a human being. But yet some people have written her off as perfection. So in their mindset, they're just like, okay, well, if this person is so perfect, like, I need to find something wrong with them. Something needs to be wrong with them. So in their mindset, they're just like, okay, something is wrong with this person. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, we need to find something. Oh, okay, her helpless child. Okay, let's go after that, and people think like that. And it sucks, because people will sit there and be like, okay, it's not that big a deal. But, like, the main motif is that y'all are pressed about hair. And I've never seen another demographic whose hair is policed as much as ours. Like, I've never seen it. I've never seen regulated as much as ours. Like, I'm gonna have to edit that out, because I don't want to get this thing taken down. But like, I've never seen that. I've never seen that. I've never seen the amount of attention to detail that happens with us. Like, it's not even close. There's no way that is closer. And I think because there was a lot of attention towards her bridal shower, which is adorable, by the way, I feel like it was gonna go, like, her wedding was gonna go viral, but, like, not for these reasons. Now you're gonna look back and be like, okay, well, this video was about, well, this wedding was about when her hair was snatched, and, like, her comeback was like, oh, they never been in Dallas heat or something where the edges. But I was like, I'm sorry, but if I would had a net worth of $16 million, I don't even reply back now. And my net worth is not even close to that, not even an eighth of that. Like, I ain't replying back to no one. You think I'm gonna reply back to anyone and my net worth is $16 million and I'm a decorated Olympian? I'm not replying back to anyone. I'm gonna just let my cash and my happiness talk for me. Period. Like, but I get where these celebrities come from, because sometimes you gotta let people know. And it's crazy, because even in real life, like when you're that nice person, or you're that I want to say nice person, but like when you're that person that, like, you know, like you're not really nice, but people know they can kind of try you, because you're always gonna say the higher roast. They don't have to worry about a comeback. But nowadays, like, I really feel like you gotta come back to these people. Like, you gotta have a comeback for some of these people, because they won't stop. Like, they really feel like you owe them something. And she doesn't owe y'all an explanation at all. Like, I don't even know if this went viral, but I had to speak about it, because it really is like such a common, a common motif, common denominator in the natural hair community, that you have to look a certain way. You have to have your hair texture a certain way. Like I talked previously about Little Mama having short natural hair, and you guys do not support short natural hair, especially when it's type 4C. Because I also saw the energy y'all put towards when Ayana had her shortcut and Little Mama had her shortcut. Their hair are the same length. Hairs are the same length, okay? But let me know what you think about it. Do you think that Simone should make a formal address and talk about it? Or do you think that she should just move on? Let me know below. Don't forget to subscribe, share. It's Claire Haire. Bye.